I'm going to ask each person to be taking what are called reduction notes. So what I'm going to be doing with asking for reduction notes is I want you to start processing and then write down like a miniature version of what you understand their CI to be. So in terms of your note taking, I want you to write down what their statement is. I want you to write down only one sentence that captures their elaboration. So they've got 5 to 7 sentences of elaboration. And in you as a note taker, what you need to do is you're going to have to compress those 5 to 7 sentences into a 1-sentence summary of their elaboration. And you want to do the same thing when they talk about their example. So you're going to want to write down a 1-sentence summary of the 5 to 7 sentences that they used to describe their example. And then when you do note taking on the illustration, one really cool shortcut that I have you do is to use analogy notation. I don't know if anybody here has had exposure to the GRE exam. Analogy notation is actually really simple. It looks like a ratio, but you use one side of the metaphor on the left side of a colon, and then the other thing on the other side of the metaphor on the other side of the colon. So it's a real shorthand way of you capturing what the person is telling you. And I'm going to ask that you do this and to develop it as a habit, because it's going to be helpful for you when you're listening to the more complex speeches. So you're going to be dealing with stock issues, which are quite a bit more complicated than the basic structure of a CI. So elaboration, example, illustration, it kind of is a simpler version of the 3 stock issues that we'll be using in our speeches. So I'm kind of like training you on how to do your speaking and do your feedback even before you start doing your speeches.